Don't throw away spoiled tomatoes. Turn them into treasures with 3 surprising uses you'll love. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to the Tracy Tips channel. Tomatoes are a common fruit in almost every family meal. It's something nearly every household has in their fridge. Every time I buy them, I usually get a bit more, so we can eat them gradually. But the trouble is, there are times when I'm away or haven't gotten around to eating them yet, and then the moment I open the fridge, I discover a few tomatoes have already turned soft and mushy, leaking juice. Such a waste. If it were before, I would have tossed them straight into the trash without hesitation. But now, it's different. I've found a way to turn these past their prime tomatoes into something incredibly useful that can be used all year round without running out. Everything will be in today's video, so don't miss it. When tomatoes are ripe, even if they have turned mushy or overripe, they still contain lycopene and vitamins A and C. However, you should not eat them because they may produce some toxins that, if eaten, can cause poisoning and be very dangerous. But do not rush to throw them away. It is not only wasteful, but instead, take advantage of them as a precious treasure in the house. Which beautiful country are you from? What is your country famous for? Please share with Tracy so I can know. And don't forget to press subscribe so you won't miss any videos. Starting with the first way, use them to grow plants. I know many people who, when seeing tomatoes that are mushy, with mold on the skin, or leaking liquid, will immediately throw them away because they think they are completely spoiled and cannot be used anymore. But actually, inside those tomatoes that seem like trash is a whole treasure of seeds, still fully capable of sprouting and growing into strong, healthy plants. You just need to cut the spoiled tomato into thin slices, and you will see countless tiny seeds inside still intact. Then place them on a plate. Next, you need to prepare a pot or tray with good drainage holes. Then fill it with loose, airy soil to about 2/3 of the pot, making sure to spread it evenly. After that, gently place the tomato slices on the surface of the soil, making sure not to let the slices overlap each other. Then, cover them with a thin layer of soil about 0.4 to 0.8 inches to completely cover the seeds, and lightly water with a spray bottle to keep the soil moist without shifting the tomato slices. Place the pot in a sunny location, maintaining moderate moisture daily. After about a week, you will see little green sprouts emerging from the soil, a truly delightful sight. In just 1 to 2 months, the plants will grow, bloom, and bear fruit, all starting from a tomato that seemed completely useless. If you care for them daily, you can have fresh, clean, and safe tomatoes to eat all year round, saving quite a bit of money. Isn't that amazing? Method 2. Use as fertilizer. If you are someone who loves plants, surely there have been many times when you had to buy chemical fertilizers to help the plants in your garden grow healthy. But from now on, you just need to follow Tracy in reusing spoiled tomatoes as fertilizer. Simple, economical, and making use of what would otherwise be thrown away. The method is extremely simple. You just need to take tomatoes that have become soft, bruised, or watery, then cut them into small pieces. Did you know that spoiled tomatoes contain a lot of potassium and organic acids, which, if you know how to take advantage of them, are extremely good for plant care? Once you have finished cutting, prepare a dry, clean plastic bottle with a tight lid, then put in the tomato pieces you have just cut. Note that you should not add too much, because you still need to leave space for the tomatoes to expand when fermenting. Next, you need to prepare a little rice washing water. When rinsing rice to cook, keep the first milky white water, pour it into a cup, then pour that rice washing water into the tomato bottle from earlier. If you don't have it, you can also use filtered water instead. but rice washing water is still the best choice because it is rich in natural nutrients. You need to remember to pour the water only up to about 4/5 of the bottle, leaving 1 to 2 centimeters of empty space so gas can escape during fermentation. Then shake the mixture in the bottle well, close the lid, and shake it a few more times. Next, place the bottle in a dry, well-ventilated place for 5 to 7 days. During this process, remember to open the lid daily to release gas, preventing pressure inside the bottle from getting too high, which could cause the lid to pop off. And especially, do not use a glass bottle because strong fermentation can produce gas that may cause the bottle to explode. Very dangerous. After the required time, use a strainer to separate the fermented liquid from the residue. Before watering plants, dilute this liquid in a ratio of 1 part tomato water to 5 parts clean water to ensure the plants absorb it gradually and avoid fertilizer shock. This mixture is very rich in micronutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, along with the natural organic acids in tomatoes. Thanks to that, it not only supplies nutrients for plants to grow lush and green, but also helps improve the soil, adjust the pH level, and revive plants that have turned yellow or have weak growth. Making use of organic waste like spoiled tomatoes to create fertilizer is a way to care for the green garden with love and creativity. It not only helps you save costs, but also contributes to protecting the environment. A small action, but with an extremely great meaning. A very clever way to make use of tomatoes to create fertilizer without worrying about harmful chemicals, while still being able to personally take care of the green space in your home. Remember to save it and try it right away. Method 3. Replace dishwashing liquid. Not only can it help plant growing or fertilizer making, but spoiled tomatoes also have one surprising use that Tracy really wants to share, which is cleaning grease on pans in a completely natural way and absolutely safe for your family. After cooking, the pan often gets covered with a thick layer of grease after each time I cook. In the past, I used to use dishwashing liquid to wash it. However, that made the skin on my hands dry and rough, and I was also worried that chemicals might remain on the surface of the pan, which is unsafe. Now, you won't have to worry anymore. Just make use of those spoiled tomatoes right away. First, take a spoiled tomato. Cut off the parts that are moldy or rotten. Keep the part that is still fresh. Then use your hand to rub the tomato flesh directly over the surface of the pan that still has grease. Inside tomatoes, there are natural organic acids such as acetic acid, malic acid, and citric acid. These are mild acids that have the ability to break down grease and remove stubborn dirt stuck on metal. You just need to rub evenly, especially on areas with a lot of grease, then rinse thoroughly with warm water, and your pan will be completely clean, shiny like new, without needing any additional cleaning agents. This tip is not only effective and economical, but also protects the health of the whole family. Something very important for anyone managing a household. Tracy believes that from tomatoes that seem useless, we can find countless values if we know how to make use of them. So, with tomatoes that seem like they should be thrown away, Tracy has shared with you 3 extremely useful tips: turning them into seeds to grow plants, fermenting them into nutrient-rich fertilizer, and scrubbing grease off pans without using chemicals. Calculated out, each month a household can save quite a lot on grocery costs, fertilizer purchases, and dishwashing liquid if they know how to make use of organic waste like spoiled tomatoes. Especially, it reduces food waste and helps protect our living environment. That's why it's true that not everything that is spoiled or rotten is useless. If we are just a little clever, they can still be used in countless other beneficial ways. So don't be in a hurry to throw spoiled tomatoes away anymore. Save this right away to make use of them as treasures useful in the house. And if you find this video useful, don't hesitate to press the like button, share it with your loved ones, and leave a comment below so Tracy has more motivation. Remember to press the subscribe button so you won't miss the upcoming great tips.